to make sure, bro. I have to make sure that,
Yeah.
like, I'm being hospitable and
No, no,
and
no. You
and
are no.
my guest is
You're
looking
great.
after.
You're great. For real, you're great.
Cool. What's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the MF podcast. My guest today is Bablu Shikdar.
Yo,
Bablu,
that's
ba-
good.
Bablu is a content creator, freelance presenter, event host, podcaster, public speaker, author, and as you can imagine by that list of descriptions, he is an all-round, media head in Wales and Cardiff. But anywhere that he's needed, Bablu will go and be in front of a camera. Bro, I honestly, I was trying to do my research. I was
Yeah,
trying to, put together like a really nice, clean description of
yeah,
what it is you do.
yeah.
Did I miss anything?
No, no, no. That's good. I'm not an author yet. I'm not an author yet,
Soon to
but
be. Soon to
oh
be.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Soon to be. But yeah, I mean, I do facilitation as well. Like I teach young people in like radio broadcasting, presenting. But
Educator. There we, yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go.
amazing, amazing.
Professor Babs.
Thank you for that. I honestly I appreciate it. Sorry, sometimes I get shy when people like start,
Hype you up.
yeah, I get a bit like timid, but like I'm trying to.
Well, hopefully. I mean, I've seen enough of your content to know that you've got that essence, you've got that substance that when the heat is on, when the pressure's up, you'll perform. So you might feel shy right now, but get,
No, I'll be good. I'll be good. It's just when people compliment me. That's all. That's the only time I get a bit, you know.
oh well, if that's the case, then I might as well just chuck all of these questions and notes out then, bro.
No,
It's nothing but good stuff, bro. So
that's it.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Okay, so I've given a rough description of the kind of job titles that you've held, right?
Mm,
But I also want to give a list of the organizations
mm,
that you have worked with and
mm.
are working with. So, organizations by the likes of Radio Platform, Larynx Entertainment, ITV, Millennium Stadium, Prince's Trust, Coleg Gwent, Promo Cymru, Now in a Minute Media, and Cowshed
Yeah,
Media, and many more that just you know that either I couldn't find
yeah.
or
How did you know I worked at ITV?
oh, ChatGPT told me.
What?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah. So I told you off camera,
That's
right?
mad.
Yeah, I told you off camera that ChatGPT has got a lot to say about you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, honestly.
I
So
was yo. I don't think that's public knowledge. I didn't like.
well, it is now. It is now.
That's
Yeah,
mad.
yeah. I'll pull up my search from last night.
Yeah. So I mean, while you do that, I guess people don't. I did an internship at ITV, so I wasn't even a like on-screen journalist or anything. I was straight out of uni, and I was yeah. I just been shadowing people. But
What
how?
what was that like?
It was good, man. It was good. But I think from then on, after my internship, I realized I didn't want to work in news. I wanted to work in entertainment. I'm a natural people person. I want to help people, and I'm just not made for the newsroom, unfortunately.
Why not the newsroom?
That's just not how I want to influence. That's not
Okay,
how I want to connect with people. I don't want to. I want to conversate and
okay.
chat to you like this and tell a future. I don't want to be as I don't want to be impartial and just be
Stiff and
serious.
rigid
Yeah,
and
man. I'm
cold.
goofy.
Okay,
I'm
okay, okay,
goofy
okay,
and
okay, okay,
handsome. Like you
okay.
can't do that in the newsroom.
Okay.
Hey?
Nice. No, I completely
Yeah.
agree. I think about this quite often.
Yeah.
Obviously, I produce content myself, the YouTube
Mm,
channel, the podcast, various vlogs on Instagram
mm,
and social media, and I compare myself to people on TV, whether it's news, whether it's documentaries, whether it's whatever it is, and I definitely agree that news journalists they seem to have that clean,
yeah.
crisp, cookie
Yeah.
cutter
Which
kind of.
which 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 like with all due that's you in it. It's just not me. You know what I mean? I'm just not made for that. I'm cheesy. I'm good. I like doing like speaking to the public and making people laugh. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just not made to share news. I'm here to create experiences, you know what I'm saying? With people of the public.
Nice, nice. Okay, so if you don't identify as anyone associated with the kind of news journalism part
Mm,
of television, is that to say that there are presenters on TV that you kind of identify with and relate to and
oh
compare
yeah.
yourself to?
Yeah, I don't so I the number one person I always get compared to, I hate this man, is Young Philly. I always get do you know Young Philly? You know Young Philly, Chunks and Young Philly.
No.
He's the one with the. He's like, yeah, man. You're
I'll
lying.
look him up. I'll look him up.
You're
I'll look him up.
lying.
I'll look him
Okay,
up.
cool.
Okay,
Well,
all right.
Young
Young
Philly,
Philly. Okay,
you'll
all
see. It's just because he's loud and he's got big teeth. Honestly, that's literally the only comparison. Other than that, when we're not the same. But I really like
Oh,
Moga.
YouTuber. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So he
Yeah, yeah.
does
Okay.
present. Him and Chunks do a lot of
Yeah,
presenting.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they do it online, like socially.
Okay.
But they've transitioned into like doing stuff for Sky Sports and whatnot. But that's usually who I get compared to.
Right.
But
Okay.
just because he's a bit OTT. But I think I'm a bit more like, you know what
I
I mean? I
I
think I'm a bit more relaxed. You know what I
I
mean?
think you are. I think you are your own character. To be
Yeah,
honest, like
there we go. There we go. Come
every
on.
interaction that I've had with you, Babs, like if there was a questionnaire, like if I had to put my support into who would be the next face of Wales, the next representative on TV for Wales and Cardiff in the area, I'd put my money on you.
Nah, yeah.
I would, bro. I would. I would. I would.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Nah, you. I can't.
because
I appreciate that. I do. No, I do. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
and the reason why I would, right, is because of three things. Okay, so you're 24 years old, right?
Yeah.
And I met you 2 years ago,
Mm,
when you were 22, and you still had that same energy, that same passion,
mm,
that same enthusiasm. So the first reason that I would back you as the next face of TV in Wales is because number one, the number of job titles that you have held by yourself.
yeah.
Okay, so we've already covered them: content creator, presenter, host. You have demonstrated across a range of jobs your proficiency in being charismatic, hosting, being intelligent, and things like that. So that's the first reason. The second reason why I would back you is because the number of doors and rooms that you're able to get into. Right, we've just listed ITV, Radio Platform, Larynx, Millennium Stadium,
Mm,
Princess Trust, Coleg Gwent. So you have that
mm.
master key
Yeah.
in being able to get into these rooms with these people
Yeah.
to seize those opportunities. So
Mm,
I can see that you're hungry. And again, the third reason is the energy and the passion that you put into yourself and what you
mm,
do.
mm. I Firstly, those are very kind words. Like genuinely,
Are they
like
accurate?
well, I don't know. They're your opinion. This I can't say. No,
Nice.
they're your opinion, innit?
Nice.
I can't
Nice.
say that. Look, obviously, look. Thing is,
That's how the late Queen used to answer questions. Like
uh,
anytime anyone would ask the Queen, "What? How do you feel about so and so?"
no,
They
but
they say,
no, but
"Oh,
let me learn. Let me learn.
they."
Let me learn. Let me learn. Look, obviously, don't get me wrong. I obviously have dreams of getting to a certain level. Like it's the whole reason why I do this thing. Like it's so much bigger than just me being in your words, like a TV's national sensation or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
like
a broadcasting identity.
yeah, what it's that's not what it is. Like
Okay.
for me, it's about what it represents. Like I've always said this from the beginning. The whole reason I do this is I want to be everything that I didn't have when I was a kid. When I was a kid in high school, a mentor, an older brother, someone to look up to, someone from my local figure who can be like, yo, like I fell into this. I wasn't like 8 years old and, I've been doing theater. My parents
Yeah,
took me
yeah,
to classes.
child
Nah,
star
man,
and okay,
everything from
okay.
football to drum, everything. I had to do it by myself. You get me? I had to do it by myself. But in regards to the places that I've been to and getting into situations, look, a lot of the times I've been able to conversate with people who've trusted me to to serve. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
Like
definitely, definitely.
I can't just say it's solely just me because there's people who've really believed in me and thought, oh, you'd be a good fit. And yeah, so it goes hand in hand. But obviously, also I feel like again it's gonna turn a bit deep. One thing about me, for those of you who don't know, is like I'm very goofy, but I'm also very like deep and philosophical. And there's this thing that I wanted to talk about, just referencing that is that in terms of being in spaces is that, and I hope if there's any creatives or anyone who's out there who's listening tries to take this in, and it's true art stands the test of time. True pure art stands the test
Yeah,
of time. I've
yeah,
got this saying where it goes, struggle uh, creates great art, and art is what connects us. A lot of the times you'll go through this life, this journey, and you'll meet some people who are not totally authentic in their quest to serve others.
yeah, 100%.
And it's when that your art is pure, your art is authentic, that people will make space for your art. You didn't even mention it on there, yeah, but I've also worked for Principality. I did something with Principality.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
the hell am
yeah,
I doing at
yeah, yeah,
Principality?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
it's because they saw something in me and thought, you know what, you've got this and da. They saw a space for my art oh sorry, I just went into the mic. That they saw a space for my art and they decided we're gonna create space for it. It doesn't you can't when you the way your art serves, it's internal and then you bring it outward.
Yeah.
You can't just expect people to make use of your art because art is made to be shared. It's not made to be like bought. Like it doesn't do that. Once it's
You don't agree with the commercialization of art?
I do to an
Okay,
extent.
okay.
I like everyone has to make money,
Everyone,
but I'm
you
talking
have to eat. You have to have a
I'm
roof over your
talking in
head.
the sense of like when people are like, "Oh, why don't they follow me? Why don't they do this?" Da, da, da." I'm not on that. Like for me personally, I just share, I just create, and the true people
Yeah,
will
yeah.
come
If
and
it
join
sticks,
along.
it sticks. 100%. Yeah,
Do you know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
So, would you describe yourself as an artist then?
Um, ooh, that's a good
It
question. You
is
know,
because
I'd say
typically,
the way I say it. Sorry, the way I say when I say true art stands the test of time. Also, like you are that art. You are that art, and it will it will come in ways that in more than you know.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that you are the art.
Mm,
Because it kind of relates to something that I've been feeling recently about influencer culture.
mm,
So in influencing being a content creator, this kind of culture kind of came about in the 2012 year onwards kind of thing. Before that, people would still create content and stuff, right? But they would never, isolate themselves as a content creator.
mm,
They would be a human being
mm,
creating stuff,
mm,
right? And so
mm,
there was no need to commit to being an artist or career or anything. You could quite literally be a normal everyday person with friends and family and just going about your life. And if you made something that was cool, you just put it online. And if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, who cares? There was no need to kind of really fully commit to this kind of line of work. And so when you said that you are your art, I feel like that resonates a lot with
mm,
the fact that content creators are just we're just people.
mm,
We're just people that happen to make things. So
mm. But this is what I mean. Like when I said earlier, the struggle, like struggle actually creates great art. Everything from this table to this sofa
okay,
to the t-shirts you're wearing, they're
okay,
like some of the biggest brands, like Nike. There was a
okay.
certain struggle in order to create that, right? There was people that didn't believe in those people. Even Walt Disney, he went bankrupt millions of times. That's over exaggeration. But he went bankrupt so many times
Okay,
that he went through such a struggle that created this massive thing that is Disney.
okay.
My point is, like, without the struggle, you won't make great authentic art. Like, it goes hand in hand.
So is that to say that a person or a thing needs to experience failure to become successful?
Yes,
They need to?
of course, of
Okay,
course.
okay.
Failure is so important to life. The other side, here's another gem, yeah. Hopefully, you guys take it. The other side of failure is growth. The other side of failure is
Where have
growth.
I heard that recently? Was that at the BBC
Yeah, the
Wales thing?
BBC. I said it
Who
at the
said
BBC.
you said
I
that?
said it.
Oh, okay, alright.
Yeah,
You said a lot of things that I
yeah.
read, yeah.
It's because it's on my Monday motivation thing. But like, bro, again, all this stuff is life. Like my whole thing, my whole journey is just to give. So I'm sorry if I like if I'm on this and I'm giving too much, and you're like, whoa, he's a bit much. But it's just I'm just trying to
Get over
share
it.
wisdom.
Stand back.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just
Stand
trying to
back.
no, but I'm just trying to share my wisdom in it. Like without failure, there's no learning. There's no lessons. You know what I'm saying? You can't. The way I see it is like the first time you rode a bike.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? You fell
okay.
over. You grazed your knee. You did it with the training
Threw the
wheels.
bike on the ground and never
Yeah,
rode
you
a
get
bike
you
ever again.
cried a little bit. I on the bike. You know what I'm saying? And then you learn. It's like through failing, you learn. You understand?
I agree and disagree.
Well,
I
look,
I agree and disagree.
even in external aspect, the first time the plane wasn't just made into a plane. There was Model 1, Model 2, Model 3, Model 500.
Yes. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. No, absolutely,
You have
absolutely.
to
Yeah.
fail in order to advance.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely, definitely. In that aspect, that I do agree. I agree that there are some things that can only be learnt by failing.
Mm.
But at the same time, I wouldn't want to kind of groom someone into only learning the taste of failure.
Nah, nah, nah.
I if if
I
if if they
yeah,
win and they succeed,
yeah.
that I want them to learn that sensation
Mm.
so that the next time they get
Yeah.
it, they don't confuse it
Yeah.
with I'm supposed to
Yeah.
fail.
Well, what I'm trying to get at is being comfortable with the idea of failing, because we
Yes.
live in an environment where perfection is deemed normal, and we don't realize that in order to fit, like, in
Oh yeah, yeah,
reality,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
all fail, even in something simple as saying something wrong. Like, we need that to learn. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? That's how people evolve. That's how people expand. That's how everything grows, by failing, by learning, by practicing, by introspection. You need to fail, step back. Oh, okay, what could I have done better? It's
That's a good
changing the
word. Yeah.
mindset within that. You know what I mean?
Brilliant. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fantastic, Brad. You've mentioned it already, Monday motivation. Is it so I know that that you've got a podcast series out for Monday motivation, the
Yeah,
Monday Motivation podcast.
yeah,
Which you think anyone can find that on your Instagram page,
yeah,
but also through Radio Platform as
yeah,
well on Mixclouds. You've got a few episodes out already, and I've listened to
yeah.
2.5 of them, and I love them, bro. Right?
Thank
They're
you.
nice, okay,
Thank
because
you. I appreciate.
they the word I want to use, wholesome.
I
They're very
love
wholesome,
that.
right?
Yeah,
So the whole point of
yeah,
the podcast episodes that I can understand is you interview your guests on things like happiness and inspiration.
yeah,
So
yeah.
stealing something from your podcast, the first question that you ask people is, what is the best advice that you have ever received? And
Okay,
I'm
that's
gonna
good.
steal this. I'm gonna
That's
steal
good.
this, right? And I'm gonna ask it to you.
Okay, what is the best advice I've ever received? Wow. Wow, okay. Sorry, because you know what it is? Because he didn't tell me he was gonna do this. Okay, but that's fine. No, but also I wanted to honestly, like, I learn from everyone and everything. Like, I take, like, even after this conversation, I'll learn something from you,
Oh
Sonny.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and it's I've had so much advice. The best advice that I've received. I feel like a lot when growing up, it was through learned experience that I've sought out advice rather than gaining it. But I guess I'm just thinking of my drama teacher, man. My drama teacher was like,
Okay,
um, she basically instilled belief in me that
okay.
I can be something,
So
and
it
that I
what
have.
wasn't really advice as such, but an inspiration.
Yeah, it was an
Okay.
inspiration. Bro, advice is man, advice. What, in terms of in terms of, because a lot of the things right now in terms of advice, um, I just learn through reflection and introspection.
Mm,
I
it's,
wouldn't.
that's the second question, bro. The first question is what is the best advice you have? The
Yeah,
second
I'm
question
so. You know
you
what?
always ask
I'm so sorry I couldn't answer the first.
is no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no. If you couldn't, you couldn't.
yeah,
But the second question you always ask your guests is what is the best thing that you've ever learned?
yeah. Okay, the best thing I've ever learned. Yeah, this is good, man. Yo, I love these.
Yeah,
Okay, the best lesson I've ever learned.
listening to the advice of others.
Yeah, well, listen to the advice of others. Um, Being open minded. You're not always right.
Ah,
Genuinely, you're not always right. Even me, like, we don't realize that even our own selves, no matter how nice or like open minded you are, you always have your own bit of ego. And it's about, I would feel like everyone has something to say and everyone has a little gem. And not every time is it the nice person who's speaking is actually speaking facts. It might be the person who's quite abrasive.
nice,
You know what I'm saying?
nice.
Like,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I've
Okay.
encountered a lot of people who I thought, oh nah, yo, now that I can take it reflectively. I
Yeah.
can he's speaking this. Okay, cool. So it's not the person who's speaking nice and smiling to my face
Yeah. Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
essentially
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
lying to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
one here who's giving me to it straight. So I'd say, yeah, is be open minded.
Okay.
Um, Take things in your stride. Reflection is one of the best actions you can do after doing something. Reflection is one of the best actions you could do for self-development. Like,
Yes.
not, and it's not just reflection, it's introspection. Is what did I do? How can I do better? What can I do next? Right? And it's just being by yourself and understanding. Okay, cool. Not with your friends and all that kind of stuff. Oh, guys, no. Learning to be by yourself and thinking, you know what, how can I do that better? What did I do wrong? Maybe I did this, and maybe I instigated this. Oh, maybe I could do this and do this and da. And even how is this serving me? Why is this serving me? Why am I attached to this bit? Like I question everything.
What do they call it? It's not. Is it being pensive?
It's introspection, isn't it?
Introspection. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Being very mindful, being internal.
Because bro, we get lost. It's so easy, and I've said this before. Like one of my things as well is I need to disassociate a lot because I'm such a people person, and I love people. Like I love you guys. Like genuinely, I'm the type that if I see you and I've seen you once in the last like 2 months,
Yeah.
like I'll give you a hug. Do you know what I mean? I live dog years. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of
Yeah,
those. I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah,
give
yeah.
me a hug, man. Give me a hug. But equally, I need to just be like in solace and just understand where I'm at, where am I going, why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Do you ever designate time to go through that process?
Yeah.
Yeah?
More often it's like, oh crap, I can feel myself burning out. I can feel myself starting to think.
Destabilizing a little bit? Desynchronizing?
Um, what do you mean? What do you mean?
So I need moments to kind of sit down with my notebook and get everything from here onto the page.
Mm,
I need that time.
mm,
And if I don't ever get that opportunity, whether it's on my phone or in my notebook, just to kind of like type some stuff out, type my real feelings,
mm,
type my real thoughts out
mm.
that maybe I couldn't say or express them during
Yeah,
the day. If I don't do that, I start to feel confused and chaotic.
yeah. I think for me, it's just bro. Like I said, I'm like a dog. Like I genuinely. Like I just need me. I need open spaces and fresh air. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
right,
Like,
okay, yeah.
I need open.
Stimulation, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just need time to think. Like I'm good. I'm good. I just need time to think. Like I just need to be alone. Yeah. Chuck in some headphones and just think, man. Reflect. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
So the Monday motivation.
Mm.
What is it altogether? Because I know it. I know you got I know you've got a Instagram page with a
Yeah.
few images and videos on there. What is Monday motivation?
Okay. Thank you. Monday motivation. So that's where the
Bring it back. Bring it back. Yeah.
Monday Motivation is it's a series. So I made it in hopes to help people, motivate people, inspire some people, or
Okay.
inspire people in some sort of way.
Okay.
And that's where a podcast is an extension of that. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So the podcast is we have themed episodes and then we have guest episodes as well.
Okay.
So the themes like, obviously like love, failure, success,
Yeah.
and
Happiness.
happiness,
Yeah.
all of those kind of things. Just life topics, things of which my whole thing is it's not for everyone, but it's made for everyone.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. It's accessible. There's no discrimination to
Yeah,
it.
and bro, look, even now, like I may say things that people will not understand or take away, and that's totally fine. For me, it's just offering a perspective. Like
Yeah.
it's not be all and end all. Like everyone has a different way, and this is what I was saying earlier about like just be open minded. Like
Yeah.
everyone has a little gem.
Okay. Okay. Mate, you're giving me so many different directions to throw questions at you. You're a very versatile. Like again, just barely getting 20 minutes into the interview, you're throwing me off like the directions that I want to come in.
No, go for it. Go, just throw it at me.
Well, this is the thing. So I'm 10 years your senior. I'm 32 years old,
Yeah.
right? And there's conversations that I have with creators my own age, and we have a very different mindset in the sense of as much as we might not want to, we are starting to look at things a little more mechanical.
Okay.
We're starting to look at the real production of things, and we're starting to look at the critical, hard, cold facts of how can we make money? How can we do this sustainably? How can we do this successfully? And listening to the conversations that you have with people and the expressions that you have, right? It reminds me so much of how me and my friends were back, 10 years ago when we were where you are.
There's a dark road ahead, is it?
This-
Is it dark road
I
ahead?
don't want to say that. Just
No,
like
no,
just
it's
like how
cool.
you want to be an example to people, I really truly resonate with that.
Yeah, well, look. It's not all like they say, and it's not all sunshine and rainbows. And I guess my perspective is I am an optimist, and
Nice.
I'm not aware of it can go south.
Have you gone through a hard time yourself
Of course.
Yeah.
In terms of what? In terms of the work that I've done, or in terms of
across the
personally?
board?
Personally, one
Well,
of the
I think you would have to go through a hard time personally
oh yeah, hundred
for it
percent.
to manifest
Oh,
itself.
100%. Bro, why do you think I'm doing what I'm doing? I would not be as hardworking as I am and just serve my life through work
Okay.
if it didn't mean something. The whole reason of purpose is that something had to happen in order for me to behave the way that I'm behaving.
What was it?
Purpose.
No, the hardship.
The hardship. Oh, bro. Yeah. You know what? Firstly, I don't want to. I'm gonna try and say stuff, but also not say stuff.
If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have
No, no, no. It's cool. I can be elusive about it. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, no. But bro,
yeah,
me
yeah, yeah,
growing
yeah,
up,
yeah,
I
yeah.
was again. I like. I grew up in a predominantly white area. Being Muslim, being
Okay,
the only person of color
okay.
was a very weird, scary. Like even like the fact that you got my name right
Yeah.
is like it should be normal, but for me it was so hard. Like I always go like to people now. It's not bad. Just call me Bab. If you don't understand, call me Babs. But growing up, it was so hard for me that I never fitted in. That I had to be funny or a class clown or whatever. In terms of that as
A
well,
little extra.
yeah, of course.
Okay,
Of
okay,
course. When you
okay.
when you're a kid, you just try to fit in, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
was once
yeah.
in school, I was both called the N-word and the P-word.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was
I got
it
it. Yeah, yeah,
it was
yeah,
it was
yeah.
that kind of thing. And then it was like even in oh bro, like I feel like I'm gonna like cry or some shit. Like
Get emotional, man. Give me the tears.
no, but I feel like I was just going through a situation in year 9 where I really didn't know what I wanted to do in life. Like I just wasn't the
Year
same.
9.
Yeah.
That's I would say that's quite early for a lot of
Well,
people,
bro,
bro.
I'm Asian, innit? Like
The parents,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you will be Doctor
Yeah,
Surgeon,
yeah.
Master Engineer of the universe. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, yeah,
well,
yeah.
well, this is what I'm saying. Like my all my siblings, like and my cousins, like shout out to them. They're so like eloquent and educated in how they show themselves. But that just wasn't me back them times. Like I just didn't fit into the mold of school, the education system, and it was my teacher who was like, "Wow, you're great at drama. You're
Okay,
really good." I think, and you have that energy that can
charisma.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that could essentially. She said something to me about the fact that you can make people laugh, you can also make people cry. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But also, I think in COVID was also a massive point for me where I really reflected on why I'm doing and what is the reasoning for what I'm doing. Like it really allowed me to think, what is the reason
Nice,
what I'm
nice.
doing?
Yeah, okay. That period's definitely. I mean, certainly for myself, it was an opportunity for growth,
Mm,
definitely.
mm.
And I 4 years on, I can see that the people that took the time to work on themselves and reflect, they're doing far better than the people who just wasted that
Yeah.
opportunity to just do nothing
Mm.
and go around in the same circle.
This is what I mean. Ever since COVID finished, I was just steamrolling. All right, I'm just gonna shout everyone. I'm gonna like work for free. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna like
Nice.
while I'm still young. Do you get me? I'm just gonna do everything I can to my best of my ability. So yeah, man, I lost. I didn't lose friends, but obviously I've kind of gone my separate ways and just do my own thing. But it's just I think that really changed a lot. That COVID period was tough, and this is how I know I was going through a tough time. Yeah, because I didn't laugh for a week, and my dad pointed that out.
You said this on one of your podcast
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah,
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 yeah. Go on.
yeah,
Tell the
yeah. My
story.
dad
Tell the
was
story.
like, my dad was like, my dad was like, he's like, Bablu, you okay? Because yeah, he says, like, I haven't heard you laugh all week. Like what, like what's wrong? I was like, oh sh, oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
then I was like, damn, maybe I'm not. And like even my barber, he was like, usually I'm conversating, bless you. Even though I'm conversating, usually I used to conversate with him, laugh,
Yeah,
whatever, da, da, da.
yeah,
And he
yeah,
was like,
yeah,
are you depressed? I'm like, damn, I ain't depressed. I was like, what is? that ain't depression, man. No, no,
Yeah.
no. But yeah, that's when I realized, oh crap, like I'm going through a tough time. And again, without getting into details of different things, but there was a lot going on through those periods of time. But it made me reflect on what I want to
Are
do.
we still talking about COVID?
Yeah,
The COVID
COVID
period?
period.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 100%. I'll hold it back as these. Yeah. If it comes, it comes. If it comes, it comes. That's okay. It's there. I know it's there. If it comes, it comes. So at some point, if you're talking and there's a oh shoot,
Yeah,
yeah, that's me. That's me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. So you mentioned that it was quite difficult for you, being the only. Did you say Asian or Muslim?
I was the only Asian in my year. I was one of 3 people who were people of color in my year.
Where did you go to school to?
Uh,
What, Cardiff?
yeah, it was in Cardiff.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Because I went to school, even though I live in Newport. I went to school in the valleys. I went to Cumcarn High School, and the school is actually shut down now
Oh,
because
was
it,
it?
it was so asbestos infested that like the years after I left, they were like, maybe we should shut the school down.
Yeah, yeah.
So they did. So no one can ever attend the school that I went
Mm,
to. But again, it was because it was a school in the valleys. Because
mm,
this was 2003 to 2008. There was a predominantly white student population,
mm,
right? So we had, I mean, we had a
mm,
very small handful
yeah,
of kids of color. But the thing is, and I've mentioned this to people in the past that the the amount of racism
yeah,
from the white students in that school towards any students of color, in my opinion, if anyone experienced anything
yeah.
differently, but in my opinion, didn't exist, right? But then I went to St. Joseph's for a year of sixth form, for 2008, 2009, and you got a greater range of ethnicities, Filipinos and African, kids from all over the world. There was far more racism in that school
Yeah. Okay, yeah,
than
yeah.
than there was in, so
Yeah, well, look, firstly, I wanna clarify that in my school, I wanna say, like, I did have a good experience as well. Like, I loved
nice.
high school, but equally, whenever there was a bad moment in the news or something like that, people would make jokes regarding me, especially pre-year 9, 10. Those were the moments where you stood out, like, you really stood out like a sore thumb, and it was little jokes about, like, bombs and
Constantly, yeah,
yeah, and
terrorism
like,
and yeah, yeah, yeah.
your dad works so and so, your mum wears this, da 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 da. Again, I don't wanna focus on
You
the
you don't you don't have to, but I'm pretty sure that anyone with a brain cell knows, the kind of things
yeah,
that you're
and
describing.
it's like, again, don't get me wrong, again, I'm an optimist, innit? Like, you you grow through what you go through, innit?
Yeah,
So it's like, I've had friends at the time, during those periods of time, sorry, who were allegedly my friends, who have said those words at me when they've gotten
angry.
angry. Yeah,
That's not cool. That's
I'll
not
give you an
cool, bro.
example. Yeah,
Okay,
one time I joined
okay,
this football team. Yeah,
right.
I said, "Oh, my name is Bablu." He goes, "No, no, no, I'm not gonna call you, but I'm gonna call you Mars,
Why?
the chocolate."
Eh,
That's what I'm saying,
eh,
bro. You call me Mars.
bro. Do
See,
you do you fight him then and there, or was it like
no, no, but this is what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm like, look, all these things.
that sucks, man.
It's not about shouting at people, Jimmy. It's about educating. Do you know what I mean? Like, now he wouldn't look. Like, I can't hold people account to what they were like 10 years ago. Do you know what I'm saying? But what I
Okay,
can do is I can educate people. Like, people ask me all the time about like Ramadan and fasting and whatnot, and that's fine. Like, as a Muslim man, like, as a person in general, it's like I can't hold you account to what you did 5, 10 years ago, because you can change.
I
Like,
love Ramadan, bro. Like,
yeah, yeah, but
like fasting comes around and there's food
yeah, yeah,
everywhere. Like
yeah,
I used to work in a kebab shop.
yeah,
And anytime fasting came around, like they come in with like massive like
yeah,
bowls and
yeah,
like trays and stuff. And
yeah,
oh, have you eaten? I'm like, yeah, I've already eaten. Would you want more? Well, please don't want,
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. So I
But
love,
yeah,
you know,
my point being is like I never hold people to, like, I never hold a grudge, because what does that achieve?
it's very mature of you.
Secondly, it's like, bro, if everyone was like that, we never advance, we never grow, we never find a human. connection. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
point,
yeah.
like, and it kind of ties back low key into that saying of like struggle creates growth. Sorry, struggle creates art. Art is what connects us. The fact that we all have human struggle, that's the part that we can connect in. Like, you can ask me openly, like, why is this wrong? I'll tell you why. That's cool. Just, do you know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with people having open conversation. What I do and what a lot of people do have a problem is ignorance.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
it. But nah, man, like we're cool. Like if I saw people that went to school, I'm like, yeah, you good. And I think people would advocate that. Fair enough, back then they were wrong, but
Do you since leaving school, since kind of leaving those kind of rigid environments where you have to wear a uniform and be amongst other people that you don't really want to be around,
mm,
since being free, since being an adult, do you feel that things are better when it comes to dealing with stuff like that?
you know
Or
what? It makes me think of a topic where I low key wanna touch on about like this whole like I had an experience where like this whole thing, this whole thing of like tokenism and whatnot, right? Have you heard of that?
yeah, I have, yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
essentially,
yeah.
because you're a person of color or
Because
whatever,
you
right?
fit a specific demographic,
Yeah.
you're included, and
Yeah.
it's not based on merit. It's yeah,
Yeah,
okay, all
yeah,
right, yeah,
where
yeah, yeah.
which I like, and there's a form of imposter
Hot
syndrome.
topic, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, there was a time where I was on a billboard, right? And I didn't choose. They just put me on a billboard or whatever, and my face. And then there was a person. There's a person of color who then said to me, "The only reason you're on there is because
Yeah, he's
you're a person of color." And I
wow.
was like, damn. And I was new to the industry at that point. I was like, what part of me, I was
Wow.
like, I was happy, but I was also like, rah, like,
Speaking honestly, I get concerned when I see things like that. It's not when I see things like that. When I see promotional materials where there's been an obvious effort
yeah,
to kind of demonstrate inclusivity and diversity and stuff, it does make me question: is it genuine? Like, is this a genuine thing, or is it a visual aid
yeah.
for some nefarious purpose?
I will say that story ended well because I spoke to someone and I can shout him out because I actually see him as one of the mentors in my life at
Nice.
this period of time. Jason Camilleri, I spoke to him about it. And I was like, this is something I'm going through. Like, I don't understand. And honestly, like, this is where actual representation matters.
Okay.
He was saying, listen, you need to, like, you got to understand it from a perspective of people from the local area. They've never seen anyone like you in this building.
They've never heard anyone as
Yeah.
loud as you.
They never have. If you don't see me, you'll definitely hear me. Do you get me? But then he said, what he did, he opened up this page and
Okay.
it was a bunch of people from different respective backgrounds.
Yeah.
Valleys, Cardiff, Newport, whatever, like all around Wales, different colours, ethnicities, everything.
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
was
yeah.
like saying, "This is so and so. Look, they're from so working class. Da da da. This is so and so. Rap, grime. Da da da. So and so." Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah,
he
yeah.
didn't just make it about me. He understood the bigger picture, and he was like saying, "Yes, there is an element of that, and people might think that, but one of the key reasons is because what it represents." And it was such a beautiful and honest conversation, and it made me be like, "Oh, okay, cool, cool." Like, yeah, and it's true. Like, just me being in that space and operating that space allowed people from the respective areas and people who come from similar backgrounds to connect.
Yeah. You're an advocate for community and representation. What does that mean?
Sick. Good question. Good question. I'm an advocate for community represent. What does that mean, man? I mean, I am who I am.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be who I am without my community.
Okay.
I think representation is I was having this conversation the other day where I don't think I'm an advocate for representation. Like, that's not how I live my life.
Um, I mean, in a lot of the publications that I've been able to find
Yeah.
about you,
Yeah.
one of the main attributes that you're given is your openness and accessibility, and how you're very community
Oh yeah, yeah.
orientated. Yeah,
No, but in terms of
you like people.
yeah, oh yeah, I love people, but I'm saying like my thing is not about just representing brown people.
No, no,
My
no, no, no,
my
no, no.
yeah.
That's that's not what I'm asking.
Oh, sorry.
Well, if it is,
No, 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 no. That's not
okay,
it.
it's not
Sorry, no, no, no.
okay,
So my thing is, yeah, like you said, it's about representing people. Do you know what I'm
okay,
saying? It's general. Like I'm a people person, man. I care just about people, and in terms of community, like when people say like I'm a Cardiff boy, you know, like
right,
I
yeah,
just
yeah,
represent
yeah,
Cardiff. Like
yeah,
I'm just from Cardiff. I love my people. I love the locals. I love conversating. I love the fact that if I barge into you or someone barges into me, like we say sorry, like regardless
yeah,
of who's in
yeah,
the wrong. Do you
yeah,
get me?
yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Like we're
yeah,
all nice. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But yeah, what does it mean to me? It just means just being an active local figure.
nice,
That's what it
okay,
means.
nice, right. So we've hit the halfway mark. We're gonna take a little break so I can change the battery on the camera. You know, get another bottle of water. It's a hot day, bro.
Mm,
It's a really hot day. I'm glad we're in the basement. It's nice
mm.
and cool and
It
chilled.
is, it is.
But yeah, we're gonna take a quick little break. And then we'll come straight back.
It was a while back. The way I do it is here's something about me is like every like section of my life, I
Yep.
focus on a different particular topic,
Okay.
like like a life lesson. Like I generally look at my life as in like series and episodes and stuff like that.
But by year or by event? Because
Ooh,
I,
event probably.
I
It's just a period of time, really.
okay, all right. Because I do something similar, except I break it down into. I mean, I have multiple timelines in my life. So if I look at things chronologically, you know, dividing my life up into dates, years, and measurements of time, I can usually say where I am, what I was doing, what state I was in, who I was with, and things like that. But then if I break it into, for example, what I was doing,
Yeah.
well, that becomes a unit of measurement in
Yeah.
events, and
Yeah.
it's different units of measurement outside of time. And so yeah, that's how I do it. Right, so we've just come back from our
Oh,
little break.
I didn't know you
Yeah,
could.
yeah. Cameras on, mics are on. We're back. Brilliant. How you feeling? You
I'm
okay? You
good.
want to get back into
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm
All
good.
right.
Let's get
Okay.
back into.
Yeah.
I hope you lot got your popcorn. Yeah, I mean, yeah, your toilet or whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of popcorn, you've got a YouTube channel called Popcorn
But that's
Productions.
a good. I love that. I love that. That was good. That is good. Yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah.
Why Popcorn Productions?
So I like to think that when you watch a movie, what do you eat?
Everything.
Oh, okay.
Every
Wow. Okay.
popcorn, snacks, drinks, hot dog. Like, am I at home or am I in the cinema? It doesn't matter. Everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Everything.
Well, the general thing is like when you're at a movies, when you watch a movie, you have popcorn. So
Popcorn. Yeah.
watching my content is like watching a movie.
I got that. Yeah, okay. All right.
But
Yeah.
also that's also a lie. The original idea of why I called it popcorn. I used to call myself popcorn player. Like as a like me and my cousins, one of our favorite films was called How High.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
okay,
if you've
yeah,
seen
yeah,
it, but
yeah,
they
yeah,
used to
yeah,
call
yeah, yeah.
themselves popcorn players.
Yeah.
So it came from that, and I just
Is that
ran
the
with it.
one where he grows a plant in his
Yeah, yeah,
cupboards?
Ivory.
He goes to university or
Yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah, and he becomes
Yeah, yeah,
mad
yeah,
smart. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, okay.
How high? So it's on that, but yeah, that's where popcorn derived from. But yeah,
I
we
I
expanded
had an
it.
ex-girlfriend of, like, a very long time ago, right? 11 years ago. She used to, like this was during my stoner phase, and I'm 6 years clean now. But during that
Congrats, man.
time, yeah, during that time, thank you, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so easy, right? For anyone who's thinking about quitting, 3 months. That's all it takes. 3 months cold turkey, you're done. You know.
yeah,
So, but anyway, so yeah, she used to expose me to a lot of those films and stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
Yeah.
yeah. Obviously, we were young though. We were like 14, 15.
11 years ago, I would have been 21, 22. Are there any plans to restart the YouTube channel? Because you've taken
Yeah,
a considerable break from
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I want to. I do want to start doing more long format content on there.
There's a lot of work that goes into it, isn't there?
Yeah, and it's just time. I'm just out and about. I think a lot of my content I'm just sharing on Instagram rather than thing, but I do want to get back into. There's a bunch of short films that I'm in the process of filming, um, that haven't been put out yet. That I've just been sitting on for time. So,
How do you feel about putting content on places like Instagram? Social media platforms in general.
uh, um, All right. I don't know. I don't really have a.
So my the reason why I ask is because obviously I put content on YouTube, right?
Mm,
Anything I put on YouTube, the plan is for longevity. So
okay.
YouTube is a platform for longevity. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was explaining this earlier about how content compounds.
Oh yes,
So
yes.
you release one video, that is the video that you get views on. You release 10 videos, you might catch a new viewer who goes back and views everything. You
Mm,
release 100 videos and you've got so many different pieces of content for viewers to find that you accumulate a lot more views. And the issue that I have is anything that I put on things like Instagram is because they burn through content so quickly, because they're trying to show their users
mm,
so much stuff so quickly just to keep them engaged.
mm.
It's not a platform for longevity.
No, it's not. And that's why I'm not on TikTok. That's actually the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
reason I'm not on TikTok like that. I do have it, but I'm not on it where I just think it, and also it kind of scares me the way people can blow up so easily.
You wouldn't want that?
Nah,
No?
nah, I don't know.
Okay.
Not me. That's not without discrediting anyone. Anyone that's blown up on social media only has like a year or 2 year period of being successful.
Yes. Yeah. No, definitely.
And
Definitely.
I don't, again, I want my content or work to have substance. I want it to mean something in 5 years, in 10 years' time, that they can look back on and be like, "Oh, okay, this still is relevant today." I don't wanna be a trend. I don't wanna be a trend.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Definitely. Does that approach to your content your presence online,
Yeah.
does that kind of tie into your efforts to kind of be the mentor that you didn't have?
Yeah, I look, what ooh,
Is that an
ooh.
example that you would want to set to any apprentices or followers or supporters?
Um, I think for me, it's more mindset. I think what you do in terms of like work or how you share your work, that's completely up to you. If that's how you want to do it, that's up to you. My in terms of mentoring or how I want to advise people is how you think, your perspective, all that and how you behave. If you want to put out 3, 5 videos a day, a week, like do that. For me, that's too much. I don't like doing that.
Yes, overkill,
I
man.
I can't
Yeah.
do that. For me, I don't wanna be, if you wanna do trends and your whole thing is about TikTok dances and whatever, don't wanna, that's not me. Like, every now and then, like, I'll jump on something, but not really. Like, that's just isn't me. For me, I want my work to have substance. My whole motto is laugh, learn, and inspire. Right? I want people to, if they speak, if any type of content that they jump on, or any type of work, or if they work with me or anything like that, it is laugh, learn, and hopefully one day inspire. Do you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
So in terms of TikTok or other platforms like that, like I just don't want to get lost in the socialities of it.
So Instagram is the best place to kind of support you on,
Yeah.
but don't expect it to be like a typical kind of.
Yeah, I look, even me, I get sick of myself.
This is what I don't understand, bro. I'm constantly seeing content of you. Like I'm constantly seeing interviews that you're doing
Yeah,
with musicians in the street
yeah,
and at events and stuff.
yeah.
I'm constantly seeing stuff, bro.
You sound sick.
Constant. No,
It's like, bro, flipping
no,
hell.
it's not sick of it, bro. It's inspiring, right?
Yeah,
I don't see it as competitive in any way, but I love the competition of it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I go through like I said, like again, I go through phases where like I'm very aware. Like sometimes I'll be on it, and then sometimes I need to take a break and be like,
Yeah.
I don't get involved.
Can you remember the story that the guy told at BBC Wales about the guy cutting down the tree
Cutting on the tree. Oh
with
yeah,
with the axe? You remember that story?
yeah, yeah, yeah. About, there's a diamond. It was about like he was so close to the diamond and then he get, you know.
No, 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 he was cutting a tree with an axe, right? And the axe was blunt, the axe was worn down, like, that he wasn't making much progress in cutting down this tree. Someone came along and said, "Take a break, sharpen your axe." And once he did that, he was able to cut the tree down
Oh yes,
faster and
yes,
better. And so just like what you said about needing to take a break,
yeah,
I agree with that completely, man.
yeah,
The only issue with that is that if you take too long of a break, unfortunately, these algorithms on these platforms, they don't reward that.
yeah. But you know what it is? That's not me. That's not what I. My life is not just a social media presence.
Nice.
My
Okay.
life
Okay.
is an
Okay.
in-person presence. My
Okay.
life is wherever you reach me, whether it be online or in life or at the youth or at the youth center or wherever.
Yeah.
That is where I can share my influence.
You've demonstrated a lot of wise and mature opinions on a lot of stuff. You demonstrate this wisdom in your podcasts, in your podcast episodes. There's a lot of it's an easy trait to see in you, right? Would you go so far as associating it to heroism?
Well, like, do I think I'm a hero?
Yes.
Nah, 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 nah,
You
nah, nah.
don't?
Nah, I don't
You've
think I'm a
mentioned
hero.
Power Rangers on the podcast, bro.
Yeah, I
You've
did. I did
yeah,
mention Power
Power
Rangers.
Rangers are
Yeah,
heroes.
as in they were my hero. I forgot how it went.
You were just saying that that it was yeah, what did you say? I can't remember.
I
All I
remember I
remember is
mentioned
there
first
was a mention of Power Rangers. And I was
about
like,
being the Red Ranger or something.
I was the Red Ranger, bro. Like
Yeah,
when I was in nursery, bro, I
I
was
was
the
the
Red
Red
Ranger.
Ranger.
You're a Red Ranger?
Oh, of course I was a Red
Ah, there we
Ranger.
go. Couple of Red
Of
Rangers.
course I
Yeah,
want to be the Red Ranger.
but no.
Heroes. Do I think I'm a hero?
Do you have a hero complex
What, that I need to be a hero?
that you need to be heroic?
Nah,
You don't?
nah. I don't need to be heroic. I just need to help people. For me, no, 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 no. But hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Nah, I don't need to be heroic where like I save the day. For me, it's about just like I'm doing my best.
Doing the right thing?
Yeah, like look, I said this before. Everything that I want to be, everything that I am, is everything I didn't have when I was younger. And in order to live, and I said this on my podcast before, in order to live a happy and content life,
Okay.
you have to help yourself and help others in the process.
Okay.
All of us as human beings, right, through the start of time, have lived through serving others, right? So, like, I'm talking like when we had tribes and stuff, like the men would go out and hunt to get me, and then they'd eat, and then like with their family, and then the woman would look after the children. Again, that's not like I'm not saying you need to be like that. Just saying, but I'm saying through that time, even then, community was important, where we all served towards a community.
Yeah.
So even now, you need in order to achieve contentment. We as human beings are social creatures. We are
Yes. Yeah.
designed to help
Yeah.
others. We are designed to 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 work with each other and grow and evolve. I was gonna say something that was kind of like, uh,
You,
anyway.
it's a podcast, bro. You can say whatever you can
No,
say
no, no. I know,
whatever
I
you
know,
want,
I know.
bro.
We're meant to multiply.
Go forth, multiply. Yeah, no, you're
Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely right. I can
So
get into some.
it's not a hero complex. I guess obviously I guess a little kid in me always wanted to help people. I don't know if that's because
It's
it's a hero.
it's a good person complex. Well, it's not even a complex. It's good morals, right? There are a lot of people who would agree with that mindset on life.
I just you know what, for me, I just realized like, bro, everyone goes through shit.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
just want to
Yeah.
help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I want to like we talked about legacy, right? Where
Yeah. Yeah.
where again, I love these questions because it probes me, and I love it because I'm ready. But like legacy, I want to be like, God forbid. I always talk about this all the time, and some of my friends get mad at me because I speak about this. But like,
Yeah.
if I were to go next week, God forbid,
Heaven forbid. Yeah.
God
Yeah.
forbid, yeah, I go next week. Yeah, I want anything that I stood for, anything I spoke about, to be relevant, to have an impact on people. Like, there's something that I stood for.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So if they did have a piece of my content, laugh, learn, inspire. If they spoke to me, laugh, learn, inspire. Do you get me? If they heard of me, laugh, learn, inspire. There's there's a foundation, there's a base on what I stood for.
If if that happens, heaven forbid that it happens. I
Yeah.
hope that it never does.
Yeah.
If that happens and these things didn't happen, if you weren't recognized for the contributions that you tried to make to communities and
Uh,
to people and to the betterment of
uh,
humanity, if these things weren't recognized and you didn't get that
uh,
credit and nobody remembered who you
uh,
were,
uh.
would that upset you in the
No,
afterlife?
because it's not about being recognized. It's not about being recognized. It's about just doing your bit, man. What the hell,
Okay.
bro? There's so many things that I've done in the past week.
Okay.
It's not about being I don't need people to say, "Babs, you're a great person." Nah, man. I just want you to do you.
Nice.
You doing good makes me feel good. That's
Nice.
it. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, bro. I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
need what. Oh, you need a humanitarian. What? Nah, I don't need. I don't need. For me, I just want listen, I just wanna live comfy, I wanna be content, you know what I'm saying? I wanna get older. Once I'm, like, in my 30s, I live with my wife, my kids, we're cool, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
nothing,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Legacy is the impact you legacy is the impact you leave,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So, if people stumble upon my video and they laugh,
Okay.
that's a legacy for me.
Nice.
If people stumble across a conversation, this podcast, and they learn something,
Okay.
that's a legacy, man. If
Nice.
they take a money motivation for, oh, yo, I got this perspective, legacy. If someone speaks to me, a young person, they're like, yo, Bab, like about a month ago or something like that, a little kid from Kafili,
Okay.
11 years old,
Right.
little like ginger white boy, like no, genuinely, like a person that I had no idea I would
Connect with. Yeah.
connect
Yeah. Yeah.
with.
Yeah. 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 Of
10 years
course.
old
Yeah.
came up to me, Bablu, said my name
Yeah.
properly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Bablu, I can't wait next year so I could do radio platform like you. You're the face of radio
They're
platform.
amazing, man.
Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
legacy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
legacy. I mean,
Yeah.
like Radio Platform presents Legacy, Cardiff City IBY collab. I did that. Legacy. There's
Nice.
not a single presenter that's done that.
Nice.
Do you know what I'm saying? Bro. And it's not about getting you my flowers. It's not what it's about. It's about I always say this before. It's not about me the first one. I just hope I'm not the last. Do you know what I mean? I don't care about that, man.
If you could be given a resource to improve the things that you want to do and are doing, what would that resource be?
If I could have a resource to do the thing. Sorry,
So
say again.
if you could be given a resource to improve what you're doing,
Mm.
what would it be?
You know what? I've always said that I would love to have my own my dream idea, my dream like thing after like I
Yeah,
do this
yeah, yeah. Say
presenting
it.
stuff
Say it.
would be to make my own like community slash youth center but I focus on the arts, so like an art center called Laugh, Learn, Inspire.
So a building.
Yeah, building, but it's self-sustainable where people would go because this is another thing that I have with. Sorry, I'm going off another
No,
tangent.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
the
sorry, bro.
problem I have with youth work
Yeah.
or youth centers is that kids don't actually learn. Young people don't actually learn, and it's like the problem is like with me, from my experience, is
Okay.
that people would go to the youth centers to fight,
Okay.
but they're not educating the young people. They're educating them on like sex, right? But they're not educating them on like perspective, on knowledge, on how to get a job, on skills, on attainable skills,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
develop
yeah.
yourself as a young
Yeah, yeah,
person, how
yeah.
to fall about yourself, like how to start a business, how to apply for a job. They don't do that.
So I went to college. I started back in college September last year to study art, and I dropped out because I was like, it's not for me, man. I'm wasting time.
Yeah.
But there was one lesson that we got into, and they were talking about things. They were talking about leadership,
Mm,
and I'm a massive fan of leadership. Just like how you believe that community is the thing to put interest in. I believe that if you give everyone the capacity to be a leader in their own elements in their own lives,
uh,
then they will see an improvement
uh,
across the board. And in this lesson, they were trying to tell me and everyone else in the class that leadership is something called a soft skill. So you've got hard skills and you've got soft skills.
okay.
So do you know the difference between hard skills and soft
Yeah,
skills?
kind of, but elaborate.
So a hard skill is a real applicable skill that can be measured. So
Uh,
something like video editing. This person has a hard skill in video editing because they can video edit.
yeah,
A soft skill would be something that is more fluid, more general, kind of doesn't need to be measured kind of thing.
yeah,
And they were trying to say that things like leadership is a soft skill, and I had they were trying to say that things like communication
uh,
is a soft skill,
yeah. No, but that's BS.
right?
Yeah, that's BS. That's
Right.
BS. That's BS.
And I was like,
Do you know how? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
Well,
you.
luckily there was a girl in the class who she was chopsy, and I loved her for it, right?
Mm,
Because she argued with the teacher. She said, "Hang on a second, right? Communication is a hard skill because you can teach someone how to sell a car. You can teach someone like
yeah,
how to sell. You can
yeah.
teach someone communication skills." And I just sat back and let her go
Bro,
for it.
do you know how important communication in life in general? Communication is so important because you're developing how to project yourself and showcase yourself in front of either an audience, a job interview, to people. Like everything that you do, you need to communicate.
Yeah,
You need, even
yeah,
in terms of like lower things like like relationships, you need to learn how to express how you feel. Do you
yes,
get me? Bro,
yeah,
communication is so important. It's
yeah,
one of
yeah,
the
yeah.
most important skill sets in life.
So you agree that it is a skill that can be taught and worked on and
Of
measured.
course, that's what I do. That's what I teach people. Like a lot of people, when they come to me in terms of like presenting a radio, what they're like, I don't want to be a presenter on radio. I'm like, it's
Okay,
not about that. Like for me, it's about you teaching. It's a life skill. It's not
okay.
even a hard skill. It's a life skill, bro.
Life skill,
It's
yeah,
a
okay.
core skill.
Everything is a hard skill.
Yeah, it's a life, man. You need to, because listen, with communicate, there's gonna be a time where you're gonna have to deliver a presentation in school, or you need to talk to someone that you need to network. You're gonna be in a job interview. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like all these things are relevant in life, bro. You don't have to be a presenter.
So you don't feel like, well, no, you don't, you don't. You don't feel like AI is gonna take any of these things away from people, the need to communicate effectively and
I
know these
think
stuff,
I think
to be charismatic?
I think with AI, you just need to learn how to use it in your favor.
Okay, alright. So I'm gonna get round to actually telling you the description of what ChatGPT has said about you. Okay, so
Okay.
I asked, usually when I ask this in the past for recent guests, I have to kind of prompt it a little bit. I have to narrow it down. Tell me about so and so from this location, and tell me about so and so from this location. But they're also, I have to tell it
You have to
what the
add more.
person is.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
do
they're
this, and
concentrate. Oh,
you know
okay. Yeah.
they're a DJ, they're an artist, there's something. But for you, right, it took 7 words, right? I said, "Tell me about Bablu Shikdar from Cardiff," and it straight away came back. So let me read this to you. Okay,
Okay.
so Bablu Shikdar, am I pronouncing that
Yeah,
right? Okay, all
Shakhtar.
right,
Yeah, yeah.
Shikdar, based in Cardiff, is a dynamic figure in the creative and digital industries.
Right.
He is a presenter, content creator, public speaker, writer, and facilitator
Uh,
involved with various organizations such as Radio Platform, Larynx Entertainment, and the Wales Millennium Centre. Bablu is passionate about community representation, storytelling, and entertainment, reflecting these themes in his work.
yeah. Man. Oh, is that
There's
the?
more.
Oh,
There's
there's more.
more.
Oh
There's
my
more. There's
gosh. Oh my
more.
gosh.
Are
Yeah.
you ready?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
I'm ready.
did you
That's.
agree with
Yeah,
everything?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Of
all right,
course, of
okay.
course.
He has collaborated with numerous media companies, including Cowshed, ITV, Promo Cymru, and Now in a Minute, and has also worked with organisations like the Prince's Trust, Anthem Cymru, and Coleg Gwent.
Uh,
One of his notable projects is Radio Platform Presents, an
uh,
initiative providing a platform for young creatives to express themselves, learn, and network.
yeah.
Completely agree? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. All
yeah.
right. The last bit then.
Oh, it's
There's still, yes, bro. There's
what
still
the?
more. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Bablu is known for his motivational series Monday Motivation, which aims to inspire and help people. He also hosts events and panels like the one at Radio Platform Presents, discussing the nurturing of new talent in the creative industry
Uh,
and developing opportunities for young people to turn their skills into sustainable
yeah.
careers.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. Yeah. Yo,
yeah.
I'm like,
You're on Chat GPT, bro.
that's actually. I'm like,
Does that give you perspective in like since you've started doing this
oh
stuff?
yeah, 100. I've only been doing this for 2 years, but that's mad. That's
Yeah,
mad.
yeah.
That's actually mad. And it obviously, whoa. That's I like. Yeah, bro. I don't even know what to say.
Okay, so the two sources that this information came from was Focus Wales
Is it
and Jukebox Collective.
collective? Oh, crazy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so those publications, I read the Focus Wales one. It was a bit more comprehensive. Said exactly the same stuff, but it was a bit more comprehensive. So I looked at those, and those publications documenting your work, your progress,
Mm,
your contributions to the community allowed ChatGPT to find this stuff
Mm,
and give these descriptions about you, bro. So
that's mad.
yeah, no, it's big. It's big. How does that make you feel?
I don't know. I don't know. That's mad. I just think that's mad, bro. I think in some of the things that it said, I was like, oh, crazy. Yeah, I mean that's a nice. Yeah, it's a
I'll
good.
give it to
But
you to read. You can read through it.
no, 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 no. I
You
don't
sure?
want to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Okay,
don't want
all
to.
right.
Obviously, it's obviously like that. Those things now. There's stuff that I've done beyond that now. Like even more that I've done.
Really?
Yeah, well, like I would have.
It's
Obviously, the Cardiff City thing. I would have.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so this was all like pre. So that's mad.
Okay, so this isn't even up to date. This
Nah, no, of course not. Of course not. No, of course not.
Okay. Okay, all right,
Yeah, no,
brilliant. Okay.
we always obviously I know you said earlier like about like things that I'm doing. I just like to just do them, but just well, I don't want to
Nice.
share about 'em.
Okay. Okay. Brilliant. Well, I hope that from hearing that, from knowing that you do have a presence on with through ChatGPT and on the internet, in a
Yeah,
official
I'll be
publicated.
so real. That's it's like it's messed me up. Like it's completely spun me.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
yeah. That's bad.
When I do things like that, I mean, it used to be a case of you have to Google yourself.
Mm.
Have you ever Googled yourself?
Yeah, I have.
What comes up?
It's just I think my LinkedIn or something.
Okay. Are you happy that your LinkedIn is the first thing that comes up for you?
Uh, Not really too bothered by it. I'm still a local guy. Do you get me? Like
Okay.
I'm not where I need to be at.
Do you feel like, because obviously we mentioned, kind of taking a step back from creating things and publishing things and putting stuff out. Do you ever feel like that there's time that you would want to spend kind of organizing this other side of things? This how do I explain it? I don't know, the admin of
Yeah,
your career?
bruv, it's a lot. This, you know what? There's so much stuff that I haven't posted about that I've done that people don't even know that I've done.
There's 6 months left of 2024. What can we expect from you for the rest of the year?
Um, uh, Another event. Yeah, yeah, another event.
Okay.
One thing I can talk about. I mean, I'm gonna do a screening of a piece of a spoken word piece that I've done.
Nice. Okay.
What can you expect? Just expect good vibes,
Where can people see you?
introspection.
That's I guess that's the main thing.
Where
Where
can they
where
see me?
where can people bask in your glory and radiance and wisdom?
Firstly, if there's, you know what, I would love to just, if people actually want to see me on stage, let me know and I can create something because I want to. No, but for real, like I've wanted to just like, I would love to just create an event where I could just speak truths, whether that be in the format of spoken word or just it being like a an open set podcast.
Okay.
Like I would love to do
I
that.
want to do one of those. I want to do like a live broadcasted
Yeah, it'd be sick. It'd be
podcast with
sick.
audience members and stuff.
Obviously, with me in general, I like to incorporate all my elements in one like like in like one show, if that makes sense.
How would you do that?
How would I do that? So like if I did like a live show,
Yeah.
it would incorporate everything. Like I like to, even though I would do a podcast, I
Okay.
would it would be funny. I hope so anyway.
Okay.
And it would be introspective. Like I like to add all my elements in that. You get me?
Would it be like a play then?
We'll see.
Would there be
Nah.
acts to it? Like act one?
Nah, 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 nah.
No?
Nah, but if people genuinely want to see me and stuff, like just advocate for me. Do you know what I mean? Whether it be hosting an event or just be in a
Yes.
panel, just be like, yo, Babs, I wanna chat to you. I'll be like, yeah, I'm down, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like for me, I'm not hard to reach like that. Like I'm not I don't know what I'm gonna get out of this. Da, 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 like that's not me. Like if you're genuine about what like and be like don't be discreet, like don't be like, hey, like don't pretend to be my friend if that's like if you
Okay.
want something. But like I would say, where can they bask in my glory? Yeah, just tune in, man. Support, love, like tell me. Like,
Is there gonna be more podcast episodes coming forward? The
yeah,
Monday motivation podcast
yeah,
episodes?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know,
Okay.
so I'm so sorry. I'm deep in on what the question that you said about like I think the idea of people wanting stuff from me is so mad.
And for right,
I
so
just don't think it's true. Like I fail to understand that concept. for me.
Okay, okay. I said something in my last episode to my last guest, Ian Lamsdale, and again, he was being very humble. I was explaining how he's a notable figure, like a lot of people know him. And the thing that I said to him was, "You can't choose who respects you."
No, 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 yeah, no,
Okay,
no.
so
I know.
unfortunately, Babs, you might
Unf-
struggle
Unfortunately,
comprehending that people want more of you,
yeah, yeah,
but like
yeah.
I
Well,
said, you
if you,
can't choose who respects you,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah. No, 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 Fizz. Obviously, if you do it, like, let me know. I'd be more than happy to. Do you know what I mean? I love people. I love hosting. I love presenting. I love just appearing on podcast. Like, check get me. Like,
Take
I
it to the
love.
next step. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm there. Just let me know. Just let me know that's actually what you want. Otherwise, I'm just gonna put out my stuff anyway. I mean, like, no, but
Yeah, yeah, that's how
it's
you do it. That's how you do
yeah,
it.
like
That's
I'm
how
just
you do
gonna do
it.
my stuff anyway. But if you actually want to see me in a capacity, then advocate for me. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Okay, so more Monday motivation. Are you still gonna be doing stuff with Radio Platform?
Yeah, every now and then. Every now and then. I usually do my podcast through them.
Are you still gonna be doing stuff with Larynx?
Of course, Larry's for life.
I messaged because I expected him to be because we so a few weeks back we attended there was an event held at the BBC
It
Wales
was the
building.
power up talk.
Yeah, Power at Wales, hosted by who was it? Arts Council
Hogan.
Wales
Yeah,
and
it was Arts Council Wales. Yeah.
yeah. So we attended an event separately, but I saw Babs and I was like, oh, let's go, Babs.
Yeah.
And then Babs saw me and he was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Um, so one of our mutual friends, David Acton. So I learned about this event through David Acton because he shared it, and I expected him to be there, but David is from North Wales, and so I it wasn't he didn't turn up obviously for the it wasn't worth it for the day, but Bablu was there, and I knew that Bablu was helping David with his content for Larryx Entertainment. And I text David afterwards. I said, "Oh, Bablu was defending your corner." He was like, "Oh, what did he say?" Right, and I text him. I text him word for word what you said, right? But I used the angry emoji as well because you said it so passionately. You were saying that Larryx can't do it all by
Yeah,
himself,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, that's yeah." You were
Yeah.
saying so he had a good little laugh over
Yeah,
it.
well, I've been saying that for 2 years, man.
He's doing amazing.
He's doing
He's doing
amazing,
really
but
really well.
you just can't. Everything that I've been banging on about, I've been saying for 2 years. Everything that I say, like I mean. You know what I mean, so
What more would you do to help him if you could?
we're gonna get there, man. What more can I do?
He is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're gonna get there, and I'm certain of it. We're gonna get there for one way or another. He's a good people, and um, I think yeah, it's just gonna happen. I think naturally people are also gonna create other things that will just feed into the collective growth of everyone within the scene.
Okay, so for anyone who's looking to book you for, as an event host, as a public speaker, as a
Mad.
facilitator.
Oh yeah, bro. I want to do more talks, man. Please, please. I love chatting, man. Like as you can tell. But like, yeah, public yeah, anyone who wants to reach out to me in terms of yeah, so obviously I do facilitation in terms of work with young people in radio broadcast and presenting. I promise you that they're fun, entertaining, but also informative. Public speaking. I spoke recently. I did one at Willows. I did one at what's the school called? Ninian Park, not Ninian Park. What's it called? Oh my days, what's the school called? Kitchener. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's called Kitchener, innit? Kitchener. Yeah, just email me, DM me. Yeah, you see.
Instagram, what's the
In
Instagram?
Instagram. This is mad, you know. I've never done my own self promotion.
Well, it's happening now, bro. But
Yeah,
but this is the thing. This is the thing. Personal branding is really really important in 2024.
I hear it, but
Yeah,
usually for me, usually it's just people find me and then they
I know for a fact a lot of people don't do this stuff because they don't want to come across as egotistical
yeah,
and things like that.
ask me, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but like for real, like I would everything facilitating, public speaking, hosting, whatever it is. Please send me a DM. Let's have a conversation, and I'll be down.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
just yeah,
Awesome. Bablu, you've been an absolutely fantastic guest,
yeah.
bro.
Thank you.
Like I said, I had no worries of this like meeting an hour at all. We've hit an hour 20. I'll edit this down. It'll probably be like still an hour 10, hour 15. It could be a long episode, bro.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good. My last question, because this is the Middle Finger podcast. If you could give the middle finger to anyone, who would you give it to and why?
Wow. Okay. Okay.
It doesn't have to be a specific person. It
No,
could
I
be
know.
a type of yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think who would I? That's good. I like that question.
I think it'll be particularly tough on you because of the person that you are.
And yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Can I do it on a theme?
Whatever you want, bro.
I'd give the middle finger to the
Nice.
idea of perfection,
Oh, okay.
because the idea of perfection is not real. People's idea of perfection is not real.
Right. Okay.
Real life is not perfect. No one is perfect. Even your favorite, you know, heroes and people that you look up to are not perfect.
Wow.
So my middle finger would go to the idea of perfection and perception of that.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Again, another very profound answer, bro. Very profound. But I
Yeah.
feel like I feel like when you leave here, right? I feel like there are times where you just find really tall mountains like with clouds surrounding them, and you just kind of like sit down and just zen, bro. I feel I feel like that's what you do
Nah,
half the time.
nah,
And then
nah,
you
nah.
get a message, oh, I've got an event to go to, and then you just
Yeah.
ride
Well,
a cloud down the mountain or something.
it's what I said, innit? Like, bro, if you can make someone laugh, you can make someone cry, but equally, it's like comedians, innit? Like,
Okay.
my original like way into life was like I'm a comedy guy,
Comedy, yeah, yeah.
and with
This
comedy, there's if you deep the jokes, there's a really really like deep perspective in it.
nice.
One of the ones who does it really well right now is Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, yeah,
Regardless
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
other controversies that he's done, but he talks about his idea and the way he talks about philosophy,
yeah,
and then he changes it with a punchline.
yeah.
Is genius.
Nice.
Is
Okay.
genius.
Okay. Okay. So you like how comedians, you know what? This is not my last question. So you like how comedians kind of are able to analyze something, but then completely dismantle it with
Well,
the
yeah,
same kind of
because look, they this is the joke. Look, they're talking about this thing where they essentially bringing you in with a joke.
yeah,
This is what I'm saying. Like, art is so powerful. Art is so powerful. Do you know how powerful art is? The reason why I'm not an activist, sorry, I'm going on another tangent, but
Nice.
the reason why I'm not like an activist or anything like I wouldn't claim that is
Yeah,
because I like to gain perspective and give perspective through my art.
yeah,
Because you can change someone's whole perception through a piece of content, through a
yes,
piece of
yes,
like a short film. You
yes,
can change through a conversation, a
yeah,
podcast. All of
yes,
these are
yeah,
art.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
So like even a comedian talking about something, they can talk about Chris Rock. One of his best ones was it's called the Tambourine, and he talked about relationships, and it was so profound. It was so profound that he was able to make people laugh, but also give people a perspective.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He was saying, sorry, I'm just gonna quote one thing that he said
yeah.
in terms of relationship. He's like,
Go on.
it's so easy for two people to carry a sofa.
Right.
Yeah. He goes, carry it by yourself. He's like, you can't carry it by yourself, but carry it with another person,
Yeah.
that's so much easier. That's what a relationship should be. It
Okay.
shouldn't be one person carries it himself,
No.
but it should be
Yeah. So Bablu was talking for so long that the camera overheated. So I've just had to let the camera cool down and swap the battery over. I tell a joke though. It is a hot day, so the camera did overheat sooner than I expected. But yeah, this is a good point to kind of draw the episode to a close before Bablu finds anything else to talk about.
Yeah. I just got on a tangent. I did. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No,
But
it's all
it's
good.
been
It's all good, bro. Bro, you've been an absolutely fantastic guest. I'm really looking forward to kind of producing this episode and making it look as amazing as possible.
I also want to give you your flowers and give you the appreciation you deserve.
Uh,
Thank you for making me your 10th guest. Like,
uh,
it's a huge milestone. No, but genuinely, like anyone like you included, like firstly, we're in a, I don't know if I can say this, cut it off, you need to.
I'll give you 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Bro.
no, but you created this whole studio.
Yeah.
Like this is solely you, your
Yeah.
production, everything. So I just want to give you your flowers and you keep doing your thing. Even as a researcher, as you being the podcast host,
Yes, bro.
thank
Yeah.
you for like hosting me and actually accommodating me.
Thank
I
you, bro.
appreciate it. And
Yeah,
yeah,
glad
keep
to.
doing your thing, man.
Amazing. For anyone who wants to support this podcast series, you can check me out on Patreon, which is www.patreon.com/TheSonney, where you can find a minimum subscription tier of £3. It's the lowest that I could possibly set it to. There will be a bunch of goodies coming along with it soon, such as access to a Discord server where you can network with other professionals, but also get early access to a lot of content, and then any other kind of bonuses I can kind of squeeze into that.
Yo,
Yeah.
pay the man. Come on, man. The hell?
Yeah, thank you to absolutely everyone who's watched this podcast series so far. Episode 10. Remember to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That is it. That is it. I'll drop Bablu's links in the description. I'll drop mine as well. Thank you to everyone. Peace.